Today, the Secretary of State's office announcing the official draft for a referendum question about transgender athletes competing in girls' sports. That question reads, do you want to change civil rights and education laws to require public schools to restrict access to bathrooms in sports based on the gender of the child's original birth certificate and allow students to sue the schools? But it could be changed before appearing on ballots this November.
I take the feedback from the public very seriously. I think it's one of the best parts of citizen engagement in the process is that ability to think about how do we describe these complex issues in a way that is clear, concise, and easy for the public to understand.
Secretary Bellows says she is required by law to read every suggestion and take them all into account. The ballot question must be finalized by May 28th. In the meantime, a lawsuit has been filed against the Secretary of State's office questioning the validity of the submitted signatures that got that question on the ballot.
And now a motion to intervene has been filed in that suit. Jamie Alleges is live in studio here tonight to help us understand what's going on and understand this back and forth, Jamie.
Yeah, Kathleen, Scott, Protect Girls Sports in Maine is the group that filed the motion to intervene. They were responsible for organizing the petition and collecting all of the signatures that got this referendum question on the ballot in the first place. And now they're looking to make sure they're fairly represented and that they can defend the work they did collecting those signatures.
Because of the investment of time and effort that Protect Girls Sports made in this initiative, they wanted to make sure that they could participate and they could be heard.
In the court filing, Protect Girls Sports in Maine says they could not be adequately represented by the Secretary's office alone, and that while her office has an interest in defending the certification process, she doesn't have an interest in seeking the voters' approval.
Sometimes you have situations where one party thinks that a certain legal argument should be raised and pressed, and the Secretary might not see it that way, so you want to make sure that if you think you have a valid argument to raise, that it's heard.
However, if the judge approves PGS's intervention, the Secretary of State's office will still be the defendant. PGS would have the same status as the other parties.
They will join the litigation. They may have something to add in the way of information. They may have something to add in the way of legal argumentation. But fundamentally, the Secretary of State is there to defend the integrity of her decision-making process.
Woodcock said there are several briefings coming up, and he expects the judge will make a ruling on the intervention shortly. I did ask the lawyers representing the petitioners if they intended to file opposition, but have not yet heard back, and Secretary Bellows cannot comment on pending litigation. Reporting live in studio, I'm Jamie Alleges. Back to you.